Hello and welcome back, Sagittarius. Thank you for tuning back in with me for this month. I'm going to do your zodiac wheel reading, and it's great to be reading for you again. Now with Sagittarius, I'd just like to start with just letting you know about something that is happening in your sign, because there's quite a few signs at the moment that have their ruling planet in its own sign. So there's a sense of things feeling a little bit at home, and in amongst any chaos or mayhem that may be coming into people's lives from time to time, there is still a sense of solid security, and that influence. So for Sagittarians, Jupiter is the planet that actually rules Sagittarius, and it is in Sagittarius at the moment and has been for a while now, and it happens every 12 years that Jupiter comes back into each person's sign, but in this case it is back in Sagittarius, and you will be feeling and seeing over the time that it's there, which is about 2 years, you'll see the good fortune and that sense of luck being on your side. So good luck there with Sagittarius from the Jupiter effect. So I'll leave that card up there for you, Sagittarius, and I'll commence the reading. Now I would like to start by inviting the angels and guides to join me through this reading, and I ask for messages for Sagittarians for January for 2019 for their highest good and the good of all. They're beautiful new cards that I was given at Christmas. So they're a little bit slippery and all brand new. Okay, so we'll start with ascendant. So Sagittarian ascendants or Sagittarian risings, some people might know it as, and anyone that may have Sagittarius moon as well as Sagittarius sun. This reading is for you, and the first house represents the ascendant. So we have the Six of Cups there, so that's a bit of nostalgia there, so a bit of reflection on, you know, what your views have been, how you view others, how others view you. So, and maybe reconnecting with someone from the past, or you could even be getting some sort of enlightened view of what you used to do and you haven't done it for a while, or something, something along those lines, and finding a way to bring that kind of activity or practice back in to your life again. So quite a very reflective mood there being shown through January for Sagittarians. So some deep thinking takes place, and being the great philosopher that Sagittarius is, really, contemplating on different ideas or philosophies is also going to be enjoyable for you. Now, next card is the Six of Wands, Sagittarius. So I feel in your financial valuation of your self-worth and your resources and your self-value, and how you earn your money is very influenced here by the success and recognition. So the Six of Wands is telling me here, beautiful card, like, you know, that she's being crowned here and she's holding all her rods easily, and people are recognizing her success and happy for her. So yeah, victory and success there and recognition, Sag. Third house is showing me that you have great new ideas with the Ace of Wands here, ideas and creativity unflowing, and being able to communicate those and share those with whether it's siblings or close relations. You've got a lot of ability to brainstorm, really, and it does indicate short journeys as well, having to, you know, maybe cover a short distance, but not long distance travel in this instance. But lots of creative new ideas, new beginnings, and really feeling fresh and energetic as well. And you know, a lot of passion in the way that you're communicating too. Now, here we have the Four of Wands in the base of the zodiac wheel, which indicates your foundation, and it's, you know, the way you see yourself is being quite secure and, you know, having solid foundations, and a lot of happy situations there being shown with your loved ones, and you know, your family or people that you consider family anyway, and your home is in a safe place. So, you know, you're not having to worry about it being in a place of disrepair. And if it does need some bit of work done on it, or renovations, it's showing me that you'll be able to achieve those goals as well. So contentment and happiness in the home base area of the wheel. Now, here we have the Two of Swords in the area of your chart, of your wheel, that is about fun and pleasures. And I just feel with the Two of Swords, you would like to be having a bit more fun and pleasure than what maybe you've been able to. So, and it's sort of like you've got to get the balance right. So if it's work versus a personal life, you've got to get the balance right. And sometimes if it's that you work too much, sometimes you can't let the dollar rule your life. You have to take time out to enjoy what you're actually earning the money for. And if it's the other way around, where you're spending way too much time at home doing very little to be productive, then you need to, you know, try and increase that in productivity in your life. But that's hard to do when it comes from the position of the zodiac wheel, where you are seeking pleasure and enjoyment. But yeah, you've sort of got to battle a bit within yourself to make that happen, Sagittarius. Sixth house. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles there, and she is saying that you know, I'll show you what I've got, but I'm not going to let you touch it. So in the work sector, you can actually, you know, build a solid little bank or savings, or being able to build up your resources, and it's showing that there's a practical female energy influencing that. So whether you work with women or there's a female energy connected with work, she's also very savvy with accounts and accountancy, really. And health-wise too, with the Queen of Pentacles, it's you know, if you're a male Sagittarius, taking care of yourself a bit better. I feel that Sagittarians generally do tend to look after themselves quite well, and, you know, with nutrition and their physical fitness, but I do feel that may have been lacking a little bit lately, because with that Two of Swords, that's also you know, maybe overindulging in things a little bit too much, and just remember to take everything in moderation. Here in the partnership area of our wheel is the Five of Wands, Sagittarius. So being every bit good enough for any challenges that may present themselves in business partnerships or partnerships of all kinds, really, including marriage. So if you find yourself having to negotiate, then you will do it in good spirit. So it's not going to be a case of having disputes so much as you know, working things out on in good spirit, and that goes for marriages or business partnerships and anyone that you feel that you're in partnership with. Eighth house here is being influenced by the Three of Pentacles, which is wonderful, Sagittarius, because that is giving you financial backing, financial support. You're able to negotiate loans, or any kind of, you know, maybe it's a grant. So it's financial assistance from other people, or from outside influences. It does pertain to the energies of things like a little bit of a win or good fortune in a lot of cases too, the eighth house influences. So, and the three of Pentacles is saying, you know, you're willing to put in the hard yards to achieve the goal and honour any contract or any dealings like that you may do. Ninth house, the influence on that is the Hermit. So this area of the wheel is saying that you know, it's about your furthering your education. If you need to do any courses or higher education, you're going to be able to focus enough, because the Hermit is a focusing card, and it's also, you don't need anyone to hold your hand to do these things. So if you want to travel overseas, for instance, you're happy to do it on your own. You don't need somebody to come with you. And even if you do go with other people or someone in particular, you will be quite fine to go off on your own through that experience, even sharing it with someone, but you'll be happy to, you know, not have them hold your hand the whole time. But it is also showing that, you know, there's possibility of connections with other cultures and foreign lands, whether you're going to them or they're coming to you. That may be on a little bit of a standby or standstill, so there could be delays around that, but that doesn't mean that you won't get there eventually. It's just letting you know that, you know, patience and, you know, slow and steady, and follow your inner light with it too. Make sure that you are really doing something because you want to do it, not because someone else is demanding that you do it. And here in the zenith, our midheaven of our zodiac wheel, we have the Prince of Cups, or the Prince of Chalices, as this card calls it. Now, there's midheaven is the zenith of the zodiac wheel, and it is saying here that you're at the very least searching for a career that you would love to be doing, or you have found yourself in a career that you love. So there's really not much else to be said about that card. I do feel that a lot of you are happy with the career area that you're working in, and if you're not, then you're certainly, you know, looking. You've got your aim set high, and you're looking to move into an area that you really do enjoy. And for those of you that are single, you could find that you may meet somebody through that career path, or connected somehow to you because of what you do in your career. Now here, oh, how wonderful. You've got nothing to worry about because you've got the Ten of Pentacles. So if you're stressing at all about your financial situation and having to, you know, negotiate partnerships and deals and contracts, like here over in the 7th house of the wheel, this is saying with the Ten of Pentacles that there is inheritances possible, there is family wealth, there's building something solid and secure to leave behind for future generations. And that is also showing that's what you're hoping and wishing for. You're hoping and wishing for being able to create that, to share. And your friendship groups are supporting you, and you're networking well too. So in a bit of a way, you're crossing your career, your ambitions, and your friendships groups and your connections. You're crossing them together and over so that you can build this little empire of yours. So I really do feel that you are seeing the fruits of your labour. And here we have the Nine of Wands in the area of your wheel that is about how we think. It's the subconscious. So it's also things that are hidden. So any of the, you know, dark little annoying messages that come through in your subconscious, you will be able to switch your mind from thinking about those things and focus back on how you want to create your vision of your lifestyle that you want. And it's also saying here that, you know, you really can trust your intuition, and to remember that your higher self, or if you like, source energy, and source power speaks to us in a soft voice, in a whisper, and don't let your mind get carried away with the aggression and thousands of thoughts of the monkey mind. Now I will ask the animal cards for our animal messages for confirmation of this reading, Sagittarius. So, Spirit, please stay with me through this reading for Sagittarius for 2019, for January, for their highest good and the good of all. There we go, Sagittarius. And we have a beautiful card there, the World. So the World card represents culmination and completion of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle coming out of that. So Shepherdland Sheepdog Medicine is saying congratulations on successfully accomplishing what you set out to do. You've made it through the challenges and incorporated the lessons life offered you and gave with grace and courage. How wonderful. Congratulations, Sag. This is letting you know you're doing better than what you think, because I think sometimes you may have your goals and your ideals so high that it's it's not that that's not a good thing. It's just don't bash yourself up about it. If you aim for the stars and don't worry, if you don't reach the stars, you still will land on the moon. That kind of message. So, and aren't they beautiful cards? I love my new cards. I'm still learning to read them, so I only got them for Christmas. Okay. And you do have to get used to new cards, but I'm enjoying them so much. They're actually quite a pleasure to read. So again, Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning back in with me. And it looks to me here with the victory that you've got and the go ahead with any financial endeavours that you're looking at getting involved in will bear the fruit that you have been hoping and wishing for, and you will also be feeling the security and the nurturing that you need in your home base in order for you to go out in the world and function at full capacity. So yeah, and it will all mean the world to you, and you'll be able to feel that you can give the world to those that you love. So again, a really splendid beginning to 2019 for you, Sag. So thank you, and I look forward to reading for you again. Please leave a comment and share my videos and click on like if this is resonating with you, and leave me comments. I love reading the comments, and I love finding out how your